Trace and Adam, originally from the south coast, but now
relocated.
Burnout. So they were involved in what year was the fires?
2020.
The 2020 bushfires. Yeah, Black Summer. And I know some personal friends who lost everything in those fires as well. So it's near and dear to my heart too. But they got helped out by the generosity of millions of people throughout Australia, especially the Red Cross and the Salvos and that. So they know what it's like to lose everything, to have nothing at all, and they got helped out by you guys, and their thanks obviously through me, but they can do it themselves as well. They've come over here to share a bit of love, a bit of araha, a bit of the same integrity that they were given, and I'm so grateful to say they've helped jump on my cause, and all I want to do is get out there and give some care packs, we call it some bucko. It's like 9 essential ingredients. It's a bit of soap, a bit of laundry detergent, a bit of oil and noodles and whatever.
We managed to make a massive difference, and we're very humbled and super proud.
And we just want to give back to the people that really do need it. They really do need this. It is very important. These people are desperate. They need it.
And they're beautiful people.
And they're beautiful people.
They're so
beautiful.
You got me going too.
You are beautiful.
Seriously, we're all in cheesy. Welcome back to part 2 of Paying It Forward in Bali. The first part of our journey was so time consuming and it was so involved that we wanted to keep them separate from the best part of what we did. In the last few days, we've been up into the hills above Bali, into the side of Mount Agung, one of the biggest volcanoes in the region. And it's still an active volcano, and we found people living in very, very primitive and tiny conditions that haven't been able to earn a decent wage for many, many different reasons. Very much affected by COVID, very much affected by the economy in Bali over the last two and a half years. And so we've gone up there to help with some sembako, some survival packs, and it includes rice and noodles and staples, things that they can eat. So thanks for joining part 2. For those people who have helped to donate to the Bali Donate Fund, we can do nothing more than thank you from the very bottom of our hearts for making this journey and this documentary possible.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Oh, bisa bahasa Indonesia ya?
Bisa dikit-dikit.
Makasih banyak ya.
Ya.
Itu lagi satu.
Oh yeah, thank you. This one too.
Ini kamu Australia.
Oh, nggih.
Sekedar sembako.
Makasih banyak. Sembako. Benar, mantu.
Bayan.
Bayan. Bahasa Indonesia.
Jarang.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, you tell them we hope they're happy.
Bagus. Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Biar
where'd they go? Straight ahead. Up. Yep. I'm glad to film that. Nice and cute.
Ini ada tamu di Australia. Yang bantuan sembako untuk Bapa pengajakan pengajaran. Nyanyi kan yang biasa. Dawan. Nanya apa aja? Nah kalian udah Mau kemana? You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey, so I just want it said before anyone gives me a hard time, the guy sitting on the front of the motorbike that I'm riding on is a Banjar. He's a local constabulary, he's like a cop, and he's not wearing a helmet, and they didn't give us one to wear because we're in the middle of the mountains in a village. No one's wearing helmets. Look, and these guys aren't wearing helmets because they're in the car. But look, last time we went down to the markets and came back, and you know, it's like 200 meters down the road and people going, "Where's your helmet?" Well, it's at home. That's where it is. We're not living in your country, we're living here, and we're abiding by the local rules. So
Hey,
we're doing about 5 kilometers an hour up and down these little country roads.
Do not.
But I just need to say that because someone will turn around and say, "Where's your helmet? This is crazy, this is dangerous."
Yeah.
You know, it's probably more dangerous getting here than it is to be here. So.
Yes.
And you know, we're doing more good than we are harm, so we're taking the risk.
Worth it.
Bloody hell.
Worth it.
That's too hot. Put the simbaka just here. Oh yeah, yeah.
This is that is the process.
Oh.
For one day. And that is their saving. You look that?
Yeah, the pig.
The pig is
That's what we call
saving.
a piggy bank. That's the real meaning of a piggy bank.
Because they take care of
How many times do you have to stir?
Berapa jam itu?
Dari jam 3 pagi sampai jam 4 nanti sore.
3 a.m. until 4 p.m.
And how many of those can she make in one batch?
8 kilo.
8 kilos, wow. And from how much raw material?
Gulanya berapa banyak? Oke. Airnya berapa banyak? Sekitar 8. Oh, 8 bucket like that.
8 buckets, so that makes 18 kilos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ini ajak ke pecucian yang main.
Aja lima ade aku main. Mau jalan mah.
So this is how they make their palm sugar. And that little lump there, oh, bit of smoke, guys. They've been stirring it over this fireplace for 13 hours. Here's one boiling away, and here's one that's just stirring up and cooling down. Oh, nice. They make $1.20 off a kilo of this palm sugar, and they can make 18 kilos in a batch. So it's about 25 bucks in a 13-hour day. They get up stupid o'clock in the morning and just work right through over a hot stove. Incredible. So that smoke's still nice. I'm blaming smoke now. If I get any more tears in my eyes.
Teman-teman saya dari Australia, Trey, Steve, sama Adam. Having 2 families.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't trip over that in the middle of the night. That hurt.
That one, honey. The one for...
Okay. For you.
Jonathan. Ini Kim, Mbak.
Ini ada mama tuan nih.
Ya, kamu jelasin dah.
Ayah.
Tiga satu lagi, Mbak. Terima kasih atas semuanya.
Bye bye. Terima kasih. That's food for the pigs.
Udah pig.
Mash for the pigs. More little piggy banks.
Niki Mbak dapat teman dari apa? Teman-teman dari Australia. Itu ada Trace, ada Steve, ada Adam. Jadi mereka bantu. Ya, oke? Apa? Oh ya, sama-sama. They having this is the husband.
No.
Kamar mandinya masih pakai.
And there's the kitchen, there's the sink, there's the dishwasher.
Thank you.
They're not working, they only relate.
Hello, mister.
Never giving. Mana Pak?
So how many here? The mother and
Mother
the
and the
daughter.
daughter.
Look at that. I'm successful. Mbak.
Niki, ini karena bantuan. Ini mama tuan ini dek. Jadwal yang ini masih jadwal yang ini.
Berdua aja. Oh, ini dapat dari teman. Terima kasih ya Pak.
Come on, big Steve.
ada sembako, ada beras, ada sayur ge. Mau kanggoin ge ya?
Ya.
Sama-sama, ini mereka yang bantu.
Bapak kami juga terima kasih deh.
Terima kasih.
Iya, gitu.
Sama-sama.
Sama-sama ya, Bu.
Magpies.
Tetap kuat.
Collingwood.
Keep strong.
Ya.
Tetap kuat.
Tetap kuat.
Tabah.
Tetap kuat nih. Tetap kuat, tetap tabah. Beautiful.
Datang, Pak.
Thank you. Morning. Kopi dulu. Kopi di Bali, Bang.
Makasih Rame, makasih.
Mbak.
Pilih.
Mantap juga anak.
Mau yang mana? Teman-teman dari Australia yang bantu buat bapak sama keluarga, ya. Tolong diterima, dikanggoin ala kadarnya, nge.
Terus sih.
Nah, ini ada sembako, ada beras, ada sayur.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Kerja apa bapak?
Dulu kerja di hotel.
Oh, he worked before at the hotel. Nowadays doesn't have any work, so he come back to his village. Sekarang kerjaan apa pak? Tani. Oh, doesn't have any work to do? No.
What hotel?
What kind of hotel?
Hotel in Kuta.
Yeah.
Hotel.
No work.
Kamu dapat apa? Kenapa nangis?
8 years.
I hope you get more work soon.
Waduh, banyak sekali dapatnya empat ini. Kamu berapa? Satu ketiga. Thank you. Makasih mantan sama ya.
Sama-sama.
Is that no work?
No work.
No, Katika Plaza, he worked, had 8 years' work, and now with COVID, he's had to come back to his village.
And now,
That's no
for
work.
him to go back there, even if you got a job tomorrow, it's the cost of relocation. It's what you do with your family.
Yes.
It's the rent. It's the lease. It's the
So many things.
it's the vibe, the constitution. It's Marbo. You got it. Straight to the pool room. Right, yeah.
Mbak Niki dari Australia ya, bantu sedikit beras, terus sembako sama sayur ya. Kanggoin ya. Ini Steve. Ambil aja Mbak, terima.
Semua Rame.
Mawali. Now you become a local, Trace. Steve, sembako. Oh, nggak kerja apa-apa? Jadi dari mana dia hidup?
Dari anaknya yang kerja di pasar.
Very humbling.
He doesn't work, he doesn't do anything. So the kid is giving her money every month.
To support.
Dapat dari mana supply-nya?
Apa
Dapat makanan atau itu siapa yang beliin?
anaknya kan di pasar ya ini.
Oh, dapat
kitchen.
tiap berapa?
Lu ntar baru
Siang dia.
giliran ya.
Oh, okay. They having like a quota. How many people have like that? The quota from the government. This one they giving sharing this community. Next month they doesn't have. This government is very limited.
So this makes a big difference to these
Ini
families.
ngebantu nggak sih segini jumlahnya?
Happy to help.
Nah,
Semangat, udah semangat.
semangat tetap
Kenang,
tetap.
gini,
Nggih. Ayo, we going. Come on.
Mary,
Atur
come
sama
on.
Mbak. Ayo, Jo. Itu dong. Ini berapa, Pak? 3. Oh, next 3. Ya gitu dah. Yang langsung aja.
How's it feel?
It's pretty rough watching how tough they are doing it.
It's inspirational, really.
It's very inspirational.
Beberapa orang yang banyak punya tegalan.
It's amazing how tough they're doing it, and they're still smiling and so grateful.
Oh iya, cari yang nggak punya sama sekali.
Itu dah yang ibu tadi kasih itu.
Really need it.
Yeah.
So now don't have.
So sembako.
Swastiastu, Mbak.
Bu, ini tinggal berdua bu ya sama anaknya. Anaknya cuma
Kerja apa dia?
dana dia.
Ini
Kakak ini.
Oh, bikin rumah gitu.
Dan
Oh, making the window, door, but
Hard work.
because COVID, no one renovation, no money coming.
Just shows you how far the COVID damage has reached because just people aren't building because no one's coming because there's no money in the economy. So suddenly someone who's got a good little business in the middle of nowhere can't even survive. It's yeah.
Makasih ya, Mbak. Mawali.
All right, bye
Okay,
bye.
we're going. Hi, chicken.
Talk tomorrow.
ini tadi yang hidup.
Hi, chicken.
You know, to me, the story is I'd love to talk to that guy's dad, who's the village leader, and the weight on his shoulders, his responsibility to look after the village and to look after the people in the village, with very limited resources from the government. What the hell do you do? How despairing must it be for him?
I can't imagine.
He's only like his resources would be extremely limited, and so many needy people. But you wouldn't want that job, would you?
Oh my god. Oh, save me. Oh, dia punya sakit. They doesn't have any help from the government, but I'm asking to making the BPJS like the insurance, card insurance, healthy insurance, helping to take care her. Ini dapat BPJS nya?
Mas, BPJS. Laki ya nih.
Ini sulak, yes. Nggak ada juga.
Nggak ada.
Biar dia.
Dan ini
Even doesn't have any.
yang mana?
Tell her that we said, please get better.
Pokoknya cepat sembuh.
Mawali.
Enggak, jangan.
Ini lewat
Bawah.
lewat.
Tua. Saya maunya tuh yang kecil-kecil masih muda lembut banget itu loh.
Itu mudah hanya
Like it was in the tin. Yeah, brother.
Coba
puppy. Hello puppy.
Mbak tinggal sendiri? Mbak cuman tinggal berdua ya? Oh, iya Pak.
Hello Pak.
Mari kita pamit dulu guys. Kanggoin ya Pak. Semoga bisa membantu. Ya, sama-sama.
Sama-sama.
Bisa yang orang miskin ada membantu.
Dia ada membantu. Oke. Matur sukses Pak. Saya pamit ya.
Mau ayamnya, mau banyak ayam.
Big one? Yeah. Just the smalls I give. Yeah. For the birds, I love them. We have a little submersible for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. The good English.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. My bahasa.
Indonesia? No.
Right.
Ini kecil-kecil bayi ini tuh agak menyandu itu enggak main semua kami ini. Dari dengan
Okay. Bye boys. Bye-bye. Boys, thank you. Oh, look at this. Oh, so beautiful. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, look. It's so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful.
Sayur Mbak, beras. Ya, sampai. Yuk.
As we struggle up fairly twisty and steep going past through the forest, it's hard to realise that we're in the shadows of a massive active volcano. But people live in here amongst the bushes. I'm just saying, we're in the shadows of one of the biggest active volcanoes in the world, and there's people living up all the way through here. It's just...
So I just said you wouldn't be going for coffee to your neighbours every morning.
I go for brandy maybe.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
How's that?
Krem.
Oh, what is this? They're saying that to you, isn't it?
Yum.
It's nice, isn't it? Oh. Do you eat the flesh as well?
Huh?
Can you eat the flesh as well?
Apanya? Apanya lagi? The skin. Usually they're using a hand.
Steve hasn't had any yet.
Yeah. Oh.
Tastes good. Just suck it out of there.
You must wrap it with your. Ini kasih dia yang si Steve. Nah, sama sendoknya.
Young.
Like coconut, right?
Is it a type of coconut or not?
Very young.
Yeah, traffic coconut.
Not coconut, is it?
No, it's a different kind.
This brand, it's not coconut, but
But
it's like a
same
coconut.
family.
10.000 ini di dalam pasar. Gonna give to the cow, but we eating.
Well, how about we just cut the middleman and we eat the cow? Save the coconut, eat the cow. Seems logical to me.
Di Australia mau kasih sedikit sembako. Apa namanya, bisa bantu ya, walaupun nih ya.
Some nasi here and else nasi?
Nasi,
What nasi?
beras. Oke.
No, not for the cow.
Nah, jangan kasih sapi katanya.
The sapi for here.
Mau yang mana? Atau main kutek-kutekan buat taruh di kuku? Yang mana? Ambil. Boleh ambil. Nah, ini juga ada. Mau yang mana? Ambil.
Fingernails too.
Ini ada doll, ada boneka. They confused which one which
Give them
one.
each. Give them one each.
Mau yang mana ini? Ya, oke. Ini dedenya udah mau atau mau robot? Ini this one. Berhenti beli minum dulu ya, ini pada haus.
Langsung penyerahan.
Kali sehari naik 7 kali pula kali.
Anehnya Pak.
Oh, entar.
Banyak pohonnya.
Ya,
Pohonnya 7, terus 2 kali naiknya.
2 kali berarti 14 kali naik.
Kenapa harus naik? Sendiri. Oh, tinggal sendiri. Pindahannya di mana? Di sini. Oh, ini mbaknya sendiri. Oh, mbak di sana. Ya, di sini. Ini robot-robotan. Ini apa? Makasih ya. Kita cuma bagi-bagi kok sedikit, berbagi dari Australia semua. Kanggo ini ya.
Look at that face.
Sedikit, nggak banyak.
Look at the smiles.
Yeah.
Ya.
That's a real smile.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. That's it.
What?
A real smile.
What?
A real smile. A real smile. It's amazing though, like little 20-cent toys and 50-cent toys and the kids. It's so much fun. Hello. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama. Beautiful smile.
Kasih ya, Mbak.
Beautiful smile.
Come on, we going.
Okay. Hello.
Sama-sama.
Mawali. Wow.
By herself.
Please have some sambako and some.
Iki yang punya teman bawa makanan sedikit, sayur sama nasi sama sembako. Kanggoin Mbok ya. Trace.
Heavy.
Berat nih. Bisa ya. Nah, sudah. Ini sembako. Kanggoin ge.
Nggih, suk semua.
Ya,
Mawali.
Nggih, suk semua. Bisa bahasa Bali?
Can you speak Bali nih?
Sedikit.
Sedikit.
Nah.
Semua ya.
Ya.
Ya, sedikit. Little.
Bahasa Australian.
Suami saya udah nggak ada.
Oh, her husband is already
Nggak
passed away.
punya.
Oh, she doesn't have a kid or son, just live by herself.
15 tahun.
12 years ago, died by stroke.
Well, now you have a bigger family, friends.
Ya, Mbak kerja apa?
Banten.
Oh, okay.
Banten nak ajak.
Yeah. So she doing for living is making like we call bantan here, like preparation for ceremony.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Making like that things, and they gonna pay her for what she doing.
Pembakaran.
Kuda
Boleh.
dapat oleh oleh
Bisnis.
nggih.
Jinah 50.000 dan boleh nasi.
Oh, so
Dan
when
boleh kopi dan boleh nasi.
so she gonna get $5 for one whole day making bantan, and without give the rice or for eating dinner or coffee or tea like that. Only for doing that things $5 for one day, whole day.
Hard work.
Kerja keras katanya.
Suami saya udah 9 bulan meninggal.
Oh, siapa yang kena stroke?
Suami saya
Oh gitu. Oh sorry.
nggak punya anak.
Oh, the husband is 12 years ago is getting the stroke. She taking care, and 9 months ago he passed away.
Oh, wow.
Tough 12 years.
Yes.
12 tahun sakit.
Yeah. 12 years getting
Of looking after him.
looking
Wow.
after.
And who's your favourite grandma?
Yeah.
You got to give a cuddle. I want to see that one.
Makasih.
Sama-sama.
Sukses.
Mawali.
Makasih.
Mawali. Look at it. Look at that face. So beautiful.
Nggak punya butuh.
Ya, cantik.
Cantik, kok dibilang cantik.
Udah habis utuhnya.
Ya, she said that she already lose all teeth.
Still cantik.
Aduh,
That's not training it.
Very well. Look at those.
What you started?
This gave me the biggest hug. So grateful.
Oh, do you get some dust in your eyes too?
It's amazing what $15 can do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Alright. Oh, what big wusses.
Oh my God.
$15. I'll get that.
Now I need a pencil.
mana minumnya di mana?
Hati-hati.
Oh, di mobil.
Hati-hati.
So to describe today's efforts as epic would be the understatement of the century, and I've got 6 or 7 people in the car that would swear to the intensity and the emotions. Every one of us has had tears in their eyes at different stages all right throughout the day. It's really confronting, it's beautiful, it's difficult, it's amazing, like every adjective. But look at this, on the way to our motel, we're going to stay tonight. We've got the beautiful mountain there. Every time I've come up here, it's been covered in clouds, and tonight, in all its glory, it's sitting right there in front of us, exposed. Mount Agung. The last time I came up here, I flew over the top of that, and it erupted the day before. It was still smoking. The trees were still on fire down the valley. It was unbelievable. Guys, how would you describe today?
I don't know if there's words for it. It's wow.
It's one of the most beautiful things you can do, isn't it?
Oh, amazing. See a smile, $15 for one person to smile, a family.
It wasn't just smiles.
It was epic.
Yeah, just the gratefulness and the communication, even though we couldn't communicate, like the love, and they were just so grateful. The children so excited to get a tiny little lady set toy. The hugs, the kisses, the trekking, it was all part of it.
Yeah, it's a journey, it's an experience that you never ever forget, and it's something that's I want to say addictive. It's in a weird way, it's so amazing to be able to help someone else and see how much your effort helps them. And for every single person that's gave me $1 on our Facebook page or a PayPal account or whatever, that gratitude comes through us, and all I can try to do is give a little bit of it back to you for our gratitude again. it is absolutely the most beautiful thing to help people like this who just are so grateful for everything that we've done, just for being there, just for thinking about them, for not abandoning them. A lot of these people, we've had people that are disabled, we've had people that have lost their husband or who have been through trauma, we've had people that lost their job through COVID. We've got a whole heap of people from all sort of walks of life and all age groups that live in the most humble environment you can ever imagine. In some ways it's primitive, in other ways it's just a beautiful, simple life, and all they want is something in their tummy and a chance. Every single one of them just about had their own little industry going. They're trying what they can. Some of them make $5 a day just making little trinkets or making those little sugar cakes or whatever they possibly can to try to survive. And all of them are helped by each other. The community sort of stands by them and they help each other out. And we haven't just helped the 30 or so people that we've delivered food to today. We've also helped their families, the community, the neighbourhood, who all get together and look after each other. So from all of those people that we've touched today and that we've met today, to you guys that have helped us, and you guys in the car that have been a first-hand part of it, what a journey, what an incredibly powerful gift you've helped us to deliver. And I just want to say from the absolute bottom of my heart, that has been passed on to some beautiful people. Thank you so much, and we will keep this going as long as we can. So if you guys want to make a donation, if you want us to keep doing this, I promise you we will keep getting it out there to the people that need it the most. We keep looking for people that aren't in a position where they can get help from somewhere else. They're not getting any money from the government. They're getting help a little bit here and there by the community, but it's a tough ask and it's a tough slog. What we're doing isn't easy. It's emotionally draining, it's physically draining, and it's a massive effort, but it's so rewarding in such a... We're all going to sleep so well tonight. What do you reckon, Steve? What do you got to say about it?
Yeah, it's a very humbling experience. The problems we have back in Western society are nothing when you see what these people don't live with, don't have. So yeah, just be happy.
I tell you what, I've said this a little bit before. Look, there's a bump. Look at that mountain. Look at that. Beautiful. And how I found it. Oh, so impressive. I've said before, if you've been chased around by the black dog, if you're suffering from depression or if anxiety or life isn't good to you, get out there and help someone else. Nothing is ever going to make you feel better than to find someone who's worse off than you and do whatever you can, whether it's clean their driveway, whether it's jumping on a plane and helping someone in another country, whatever you do to get over your own issue. If you help someone else, your issue seems so less important to you, and you replace all that anxiety and that pain and discomfort with the most fulfilling, satisfying sense of accomplishment, sense of achievement, pride. I'm proud of myself, I'm proud of my family, definitely proud of my friends for the efforts we're doing today, and for the people that have helped me. You guys back there sitting at home, you are here. I've been saying to you, where would you rather be? Well, those guys that you know who you are, and I'm going to put a list of those people that have helped. Thank you for being here with us, because this is massive and I can't explain. We've only done half of what we wanted to today. It's been a huge day. We're going home to a motel close by the water so we can be close enough to do it again tomorrow morning. And wow.
And we gave them hope, Mother.
Hey?
We gave them that spark of hope.
Oh look, we gave them hope and they gave us hope too. I honestly think we got more out of it than they did. They got a meal and some love, and that's massive to them. Because these people live in a little tiny hut by themselves. A lot of them single people, or someone with a disabled child, or a deaf man that lives in the middle of the jungle by himself and climbs palm trees and coconut trees to pick fruit so he can make a couple of dollars a day. It's unbelievable to see these people and to see how they live, and they're happy and they're content, and they're grateful, and they're not complaining, they're not moaning, they're not bitching, they're not waiting for the 6 o'clock news to find out what's happening in the outside world. Their outside world